So, as you may know, what's up, you guys? I'm back again with another video, a little question and answer or a who I am video, because I realized I never really properly introduced myself to you all. So this is going to be a quick video just showing you guys who I am, how I got started in the industry, and just a little detailed information about myself. Like and subscribe to this video if you're looking for more videos like this, and comment and let me know how you liked it. So as you know, I go by the Hair Junkie. I came up with this name. A lot of people ask me this question: where did you get that name from? Like, how did you come up with that? So I have no real answer for that. I came up with that maybe, I think I was in the 11th grade, and I was just looking for an Instagram name. I think it was Hair by Bree Pink or something like that. But I just didn't like it. Like, it wasn't sticking with me. So I started thinking, like, what can I name myself? What can I say that's gonna get people attention? So I just started like thinking about random names. Literally, I just started thinking of stuff, and I was like, the Hair Junkie. That's cute. That's cute, girl. I like that. So I made that my Instagram page name for my hair page, and it just stuck. And I'm like, cool. I knew I had bigger plans than just to be a hairstylist. So I'm like, well, let me brand this. I knew I was gonna brand that name, and that's how I started the Hair Junkie as my name. I got a logo made. I made my Instagram page that I would put on all my pictures, and then from that, I'm like, this is becoming a real brand. Let me make it further. So that's when I came up with the Hair Junkie collection. So if you don't know, I graduated at 17, which I was just always younger. I was not nobody special. I was just always younger. I moved here from Detroit, so the age cutoff is a little bit different than what it is in Cleveland. But that made me the baby of school. So I graduated at 17. I also got my license at 17 as well. And after I got my license, I went directly into a shop. Maybe like a few days later. I was not playing. So I had a few assisting jobs. I was an assistant, I think 2 times, maybe 2 times. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the places I was at. I completely love the salons I was at, but I'm not an assistant type person. I'm just not. Everybody who I assisted for was like, you are a good assistant, but you're not a assistant. You're more of a worker. Like, you more of a, you want to have your own stuff. And that's true. So I was assisting for a short-lived time, and don't get me wrong, you can get that cash assistant. I came in with cash. It was a time period when I was working. I was assisting on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and I was working on like Mondays and like I think Wednesdays and Saturdays too. I was working, and then I also was doing hair. 3 jobs, and I was 17, and I was not playing no games at all. I was getting that cash, but I was lacking the time to take clients. I couldn't really take no clients because I was working all day. So I was like, okay, something gotta shake. And so as soon as I got my license, matter of fact, before I got my license, I had flyers made that said professional license, and I waited until the day I got my license to post it. I was thirsty. I was not playing. So I went to that, and I went to this shop, this small shop, when I was 17 years old, and it worked. So people always ask the question, like, do you recommend, I get like DMs and stuff asking me, do I recommend them going to a chain salon or having their own booth? You have a couple options. You could either go to a chain salon, like maybe Best Cuts, where they'll do commission maybe, or they'll do, they pay you hourly, which is very nice for people who are just coming out of school. Or you can pay booth rent. Most people booth rent at the minimum, most people, not everybody, most people is like $600 and $150 per week, and that's what you got to pay no matter if you got clients or not. You're pretty much on your own. You're an independent contractor. So I decided to go that route because I knew I didn't want to give my money for doing something like a sew-in to somebody else and just get paid minimum wage, which was completely fine. It's really smart if you just come out of school. But because I had been doing hair, I had, before that, I had confidence in myself to be able to do that. Side note, I did have my own like personal salon in my basement. I had a chair, I had a little station, a blow dryer and stuff like that, and I would have people come there and I would do their hair in my basement. So I was a basement stylist at some point. So after that, I decided to go to a shop, like I said, and I was I was cool. Let me tell y'all, I don't know how, but somehow I always had enough to make my blueprint and more. So I never struggled. I never had to struggle. I had to pay out $600, and I never struggle as far as like not having it. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times when you're like, okay, I'm low on money, but I never not had enough money to pay my blueprint ever. So, you know, it was hard definitely, but I was able to do it. Either one, you could figure it out. I feel like when you are in a chain, it's very easy for you because, you know, you might not have clients. Where you getting these clients from? So it might be easy for you to go to a chain so you can get money paid and whatnot on a regular basis, and you know what you're really making. Whereas me, I feel like when I had my own booth, I had to hustle. I had to post on Instagram. I had to promote myself. I had to market and brand myself, and that made me who I am today because I had to go hard for it. So it just depends on what route you want to take. People also ask me what made me want to have a product line. It pretty much started off with me wanting more from my clients. What I mean by that is that now I've seen and noticed a lot of new clients that I have who I've never done before. They'll come in with breakage or like dead hair, and the ends are really bad and stuff like that. So I'm like, what can I do to prevent this? What can I do for you guys to not have to have this issue, and for you guys to be able to wear your hair naturally and beautifully and not have the issue of having this breakage, these, you know, your hair up here on this side and then lower. I just didn't want that. So I came out with a growth oil that I had been using for a while anyways. I came out with a growth oil called Junkie Drops. And I launched it in April of 2017 at this exposition place where you can sell your products. It was my first day having it, and I sold a lot of products, more than I had thought I was going to do. So I started off with that, and then it pretty much just ventured into more. I knew I wanted to do more. And eventually, a couple months later, I launched my whole collection, which was shampoo, conditioners. I have leave-in conditioners, curl custers. I have repair masks, and much I wanted to give you guys what I was trying to do for you at the shop, for you guys to be able to do that at home to take care of your hair. Which leads me to another point, is that I'm all about healthy hair care and just keeping your natural hair up. My main goal is to keep your hair healthy. I searched super hard to make sure I could create the perfect product for you all so that you guys can have less breakage, less dead ends, healthy hair, and be able to look cute at all times. So that's how I created the Hair Junkie collection. I really wanted to make something for you guys that was going to be good for all different hair textures, types, and if you have color. But I wanted to make sure that you guys had what you guys could get here at home. I want you guys to be able to do this at home, take care of your hair at home as well as in the shop, so that you guys can have the best hair care experiences you possibly can. What advice would I give people who are just starting to get into the hair industry? I guess I would say be consistent. For one, be consistent, and then for two, believe in yourself. I know a lot of people are like kind of discouraged to do hair because everyone does hair, but to me that it doesn't affect it. It's so many people in this world. Literally, we can all have a different client and never have each other clients. It don't really matter. So to me, for one, being consistent from when you get out of school until you reach the point where you are where you want to be, I think you have to be very consistent, because if not, you're not going to ever get anywhere. People oftentimes stop for a year or start for a year or two. Sis, I can't get my hair done if you keep stopping every 2 years. I can't. So you have to be very consistent to me, and you have to just make sure that you, I guess, know what you're doing. I mean, you have to really know what you're doing. I mean, you have to really just keep learning, because you're not going to perfect everything when you first do it. You're just not. But if you can find a way to keep practicing, keep getting better and better, you will definitely get to where you want to be, and you'll be able to accomplish everything you want to accomplish easier. That's my who am I video, getting to know me. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, then make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment, and tell me how you liked it. And make sure you check out my website, www.shopthehairjunky.com. Also, follow me on Instagram, Brianna_pink with 3 Ks.